On today's episode, Tesla's new 2025 vehicles are revealed, the Model 3 Performance is finally here, and there's never been a better time to buy a Tesla. Tesla is back with multiple new vehicle announcements that will hit the road in 2025. This is definitely not the update that we were expecting from the company's recent earnings report, but it is one that we are very happy to see, and we are going to break down every new vehicle that you should expect to see from Tesla in the next year. The change in strategy that we are seeing here is defined by a new hybrid manufacturing approach at Tesla. You could call this a compromise, but anything that moves us forward into new products is fine by me. So Tesla revealed that they are taking elements from their revolutionary new unboxed manufacturing process and transferring them over to the company's existing production lines. Then they are going to leverage that increased efficiency and production capacity to release a series of new vehicle models that are built on existing vehicle platforms, with the primary goal being to get the most affordable cars to customers as fast as possible. There's a lot to unpack here, so first off, this is not the $25K Tesla. That's the next generation unboxed platform, and Tesla is confirming that they have not abandoned that vehicle. They are just not ready to build it yet, but they can take some of the elements that have already been figured out and apply those to existing Tesla platforms. Tesla says that by doing this, they can bring down the cost of manufacturing, increase their production volume without having to build any new production lines, and roll out multiple new vehicle designs within the next year, possibly even getting something new on the road by the end of this year. Elon says that this new approach can increase Tesla's existing production capacity to 3 million cars per year. The company sold 1.8 million cars in 2023. So what does that look like? Well, all we've got to do is take the existing Tesla vehicle lineup and imagine some new variations that could help to bring down the purchase price and offer something that Tesla doesn't currently have available. Luckily, you don't need to be an engineer to start cost-cutting a Tesla. We can ditch the glass roof for one, that's going to shave a decent amount off the cost, go back to single-pane window glass. We can downgrade the high-powered AMD gaming computer in the center screen to a normal in-car computer. We can switch back to a normal steering wheel with no touch buttons and bring back simple control stalks. Remove the rear screen, remove ventilated seats, downgrade the sound system from premium to standard, remove the powered trunk. Basically, they can just roll back to the 2021 Model 3 spec, really, which was a fantastic car. They can even continue using the old Model 3 front bumper. It's still on the Model Y. That way you can differentiate the refreshed, upscale Model 3 from the new bargain bin Model 3, whatever that might be called. They probably won't be able to cut the price all the way down to $25K, but a $30,000 vehicle that's mostly the same as a Model 3 or Y would still be very nice to own. Tesla could even get more creative than that, remove a row of battery modules and shrink the Model 3 wheelbase to make a compact. Offer it with either a trunk or a hatchback, whatever people want. You could even stretch a Model 3 and make a station wagon. Why not? This is the same thing that normal car companies have always done. There are like 25 different Hyundai and Kia vehicles right now that are all just slight variations on each other. And car companies do this because they know that the customer wants choice. Why not take a Model X, remove the Falcon Wing doors, and add a sliding door? Boom, you've got a Tesla van that's already significantly cheaper than a Model X just by making that one change. It's that easy, always has been. So while on the one hand, it is very refreshing to see Tesla finally talking about new products and ambitious timelines, they honestly think these new models can be ready for this time next year, it's also deeply frustrating that we didn't just do this years ago and potentially be in an even stronger position today. There's obviously much more to talk about here, so stay tuned. We'll be coming back with a deep dive into Tesla's new direction with our next video on Sunday. Tesla has officially revealed the brand new Model 3 Performance, and it rips. Tesla introduced the refreshed Model 3 last summer, and it has been almost a year since we had the option to buy a performance version, but that wait ends now. Before we get into specs, let's also note that this is in fact called the Performance. The word ludicrous does not appear anywhere on the product page, so add that to the list of made-up titles that never turned out to be real. Nice work, internet. This is why Tesla can't advertise. They'd have to spend all of their time debunking the fake news we report. Anyway, here's the scoop. 0 to 60 miles per hour time is now 2.9 seconds. That's thanks to 510 horsepower, which is good for a top speed of 163 miles per hour. The new 4th-gen performance drive unit can deliver 22% more continuous power, 32% higher peak power, and 16% more torque compared to the previous generation, and it does that all with lower overall energy consumption. The performance variant sits on a bespoke platform with upgraded chassis hardware for improved stiffness. The Model 3 Performance will finally have adaptive suspension control in new driving modes. Tesla calls this feature adaptive damping, which adjusts to driver and road inputs in real time to optimize ride and handling, while also improving ride comfort. It's powered by in-house software that can be improved continuously through over-the-air updates. Essentially meaning that in the chill mode, the car won't ride like a go-kart, but when you juice it up into sport mode, you get that tight steering response and road feel that we all desire in a performance car. Then, if you want to go full ludicrous, Track Mode V3 features all new calibration for the powertrain and adaptive suspension to give you more authority behind the wheel. You can customize handling balance, stability controls, and regenerative braking to set the car up how you like it. This gives you a more predictable, stable, and consistent experience in various track environments. All new seat design with enhanced side and cushion bolsters hold you in place while ventilation keeps you cool. Bespoke chassis and suspension hardware is tuned to provide intuitive, razor-sharp response to driver inputs. Forged performance wheels are lightweight and staggered to provide sharper turn-in response, improved predictability, increased traction out of corners, and optimized aerodynamics. Enhanced pedal feel and improved heat management ensure consistent braking at all speeds and across a wider temperature range. The redesigned front and rear bumpers also provide more aerodynamic performance, with a 5% reduction in drag, 36% reduction in lift, and 55% improvement in front-to-rear lift balance compared to the previous Model 3 Performance. And the lightweight carbon fiber decor and refined weave pattern is unique to Model 3 Performance as well. The new purchase price is listed at $53,000 US, and this vehicle does qualify for the full US tax credit of $7,500. With all of those features together, this is starting to look like the first Tesla that is genuinely built for the enthusiast driver. There is clearly a lot more going on here than just a quick 0 to 60 time. We are seeing a lot of price movement on Tesla products right now. Most notable, though, is the massive discount on full self-driving, which has plunged from $12,000 to $8,000. This is actually down from the $15,000 that Tesla was charging for the option package in late 2022 and 2023. The price only started coming back down last September. What makes this interesting is that Elon has always said that the price of FSD will increase along with the capabilities, often saying that a full autonomy would be worth tens of thousands of dollars, which is why buying it now at a lower price is actually a good deal, like an investment. Well, if anyone had been treating FSD like an investment at $15K, then they are likely not very satisfied with the current returns. Anyway, the price action makes a lot of sense because as soon as Tesla started offering FSD as a subscription-based service for $200 a month, it became a lot less enticing to purchase the software upgrade. At these numbers, it would take a little over 6 years of paying the subscription to equal out, and since purchasing FSD as an option package isn't transferable between cars, you need to keep your Tesla for close to a decade to really see any cost benefit. And of course, Tesla also reduced the monthly subscription price earlier this year to just $100 per month, which now, if you run the numbers compared to an 8K FSD purchase, it would still take just over 6.5 years for the cost to equal out. I think the result here is that a lot more people are going to purchase full self-driving, likely on the monthly subscription model, and on the whole, in the short term, that's going to generate a lot more revenue for Tesla than trying to sell the full package as one ever-increasing upfront cost. And at the same time, there's never been a better time to purchase a Tesla vehicle, with their best-selling Model Y now at the lowest price point we've ever seen. In a move that defies inflation, the Model Y rear-wheel drive has now come down to a starting price of $42,990, which after the US tax credit of $7,500 essentially makes this a $35K fully electric SUV loaded with premium features and just $100 per month away from being almost fully autonomous. So I don't know what to tell you. A lot of people are saying this is a bad year for Tesla, and I don't know about that. But I can say for sure that it's shaping up to be a great year for the customer.